I've bought quite a lot of new beauty items and I'm here to show you them today. So the first thing I'm going to show you is what I got from Chanel. And Chanel Beauty, they have a good range of skincare and makeup, and my favorites have to be their eyeshadows and some of their cleansing lines in their skincare. So the first thing I'm going to show you is La Mousse, and La Mousse is something that I've already used before, and this one is a huge bottle because it's 150 mils. Usually with cleansers they're about 100 to 120 ml, but this is a very good substantial size, and I think this was about £40, and you get a lot of product for your money. So this one is really well worth the price for the value. And the last time I used this was recommended to me by a friend, and he really liked it, so I bought into it as well, and I really enjoyed using that cleanser. I used it all the way to the very last drop, and I did really like it because it really foams up well, and also it was really effective at cleansing. Sometimes it did dry my skin a bit too much because it's quite a strong foaming cleanser, but I do think that recently they've reformulated this, because I've tried it recently and I've tried it for about a week or two now. It's definitely not the same formulation as it was, I think it was about 2 or 3 years ago. And the main aim for this cleanser is to be very anti-pollution, so it removes a lot of the pollution in the environment, especially in the busy streets of London. There's a lot of dirt, dust and grime, especially when I travel in the tube. When I do use this, I take a little bit. It is a foamy consistency and it just works wonders. It foams up quite gently. It's like a nice, gentle, very fine foam. And I really like how this feels on my skin because it does leave it more silky soft and not that really intense stripping feeling. So, and look how cute this packaging is. Can you see the CC over here? And then here you have the open topper, and then here's the cap. The cap is very hefty, but I like it because you can stand it on your vanity and it just looks really nice. So the next two items I got are the infamous Tweed eyeshadows. Now these have been going viral all over social media. I got 2 of them and they came out with 4, and I think these are the more popular ones on social media too, because they are more go-to everyday easy colors to use. From what I've heard, they were supposed to release these Tweed palettes last year, but something happened along the pandemic and they weren't able to release these palettes on time. So this year they managed to release them out, and I heard from a little sneak peek from Chic Profile Official that they are probably going to have some blushes as well in this tweed pattern. So this one is Tweed Cuivre, and this one is more of a neutral warm tone kind of palette, and I like how each of these sleeves correspond to each palette, so it has a little bit of each color in them to match with the colors in the palette. Usually with the normal packaging they would have a sleeve with this velvet black, and then you've got the CC logo on here, but this time with the tweed it's just that extra special cuteness added to there. And if you look on the inside, you've got these like little CC details, so it's really cute, and it's all fully lined so it won't scratch your palette either. Here we have the palette, and it's just the same normal packaging, the black with the white logo on there. I have used this already, so I do have some swatches of this, and it's just so beautiful because first of all I really love how this tweed palette has the tweed imprinting on the top, but another thing that really stole my heart was actually the gold topper. That was actually the selling point for me because I love a good sparkle on my eyes. I am actually wearing this palette today. I just had to wear this for every occasion that I could, and I just really enjoy the formulation of this. Usually with Chanel eyeshadows they can be a little bit more chalkier. So I have this previous palette called Mystic Eyes, and you can see that here it's more of a dome shape kind of appearance, so it's kind of a little bit raised. But when you swatch this onto your hand, it's a little bit more chalkier compared to these new palettes. But again, with these new palettes, they are a different formulation, and I think they're baked in a slightly different way. But these, when I use them on, they swatch so smoothly, and when you apply it onto the eye, especially even if you use a sponge or using a brush, it just glides on very beautifully. I've never seen Chanel eyeshadows apply like this, and it's very pigmented at the same time. So this one is a very nice warm tone shade. So I usually use this color as my overall base, and then I deepen it with this slightly darker shade, and then this works beautifully as an eyeliner. It's really pigmented, it's dark enough, it can draw lines so smoothly, and it works well as a gentle eyeliner. And then this topper shade, oh, just my favorite. I love it so much. Then the next one we have is this one, and it's got this more browny pink kind of shades, mostly browns in here, and it's very soft and gentle. So we have the same pouch situation going on here, and if we compare them to, so the first one that we had was more of an orangey tone, and this one's more of a brown tone. And I think I might use these to hold some like lipsticks or a compact mirror in my handbag, and it would just look really cute. So again, we have the same packaging with this CC logo, and this one is Brun et Rose, so brown and rose colored. In this live video, then it's a little bit used, and you can see that it's a little bit more neutral. So this one is also an everyday palette, and this is something that I would say is good for work appropriate, or you want to have a soft and gentle look. I do think that this is a little bit more on the cool tone compared to the gold version before, but I don't think that is very cool tones. This is a neutral palette that is kind of a hybrid in between, and I think it will suit many skin types, and I really love this one. Again, the thing that sold it for me for the last palette is, again with this palette, is actually the topper shade, and it's this beautiful sparkly light pink color. The liner shade, again, it's very pigmented. All of these shades are very smooth and pigmented. I love how it swatches on my hand. I love how it applies on my eyes. It's just a beautiful palette altogether. These palettes are a little bit more expensive than the usual price. I think this was about £67, whereas the original palettes, they're about 48. I just hope that in the future, when they do change all the formulations, that their prices might stay the same in £48. So here's a side-by-side comparison of the two. They are both very neutral colors, and you can still get them online on the Chanel website. It's limited edition, so get your hands on it if you really want it. But if you have a lot of neutral palettes, then you could skip this one. So I have quite a few samples here from the various different purchases, and I have the #1 de Chanel, and these are the newest skincare items from Chanel, and I think they came around early this year. Laneige, I did get a face cream from them, and this is the Water Bank Hyaluronic Acid cream, and this one is actually relatively new. They come with a whole bunch of miniatures here, and these are pretty big miniatures. So let's start off with these two. This is the Blue Hyaluronic Essence Toner, and this is a good 50 milliliters, so I think I'm going to take this on a trip with me. And then I have the Emulsion, so this one is also for dry skin. They usually have two formulations for their Water Bank line, and this one is for dry skin. They have another one for more combination to oily skin. And then we have the Hyaluronic Acid Blue Serum, and this was a nice little 10 ml sample. They also have the cleansing foam, which is interesting because I have used their multi cleanser and I really enjoyed using that. It's a little bit more on the drying side. They have this hyaluronic acid version, and let's just see how this works. Here we have the box of the full-size cream with it, and blue hyaluronic acid, there's something about it that's supposed to be more hydrating for the skin. I'm not so sure, or how they source it. It might come with a whole bunch of other minerals, but nevertheless, I usually like Laneige skincare, so I trust what's going on in here. We have this really cute packaging. It kind of reminds me of like an Apple AirPod kind of looking shape, similar to the Neo Cushion. So here's a comparison of my Neo Cushion, and then here's the hyaluronic acid cream. I don't want to open it just yet because I haven't finished my other cream, and the current cream I'm using is actually the previous version, which is this. I'm not sure whether they're going to discontinue this, but we'll just have to see. I really enjoy this moisture cream. It does a fab job at hydrating and sealing everything in, so let's just hope that my replacement will do good, if not better, than my current one. Oh, I do have a few more beauty products. I actually just bought one little eye glitter, and look how cute this is. This is from Black Rouge, and this one is a slightly different one. It's more of a pinkier shade. I literally have these in every color. I've been really enjoying this white color earlier before. The new one is more of a kind of salmony pink, whereas this is more of a sparkly white pink. I literally collect these, and I think I might be a little bit too crazy on these. So I have the red, the pink, the black, the white, and the purple. I apply them on my tear duct and right below the eyes, and it just gives that nice twinkle look to your eye. Tell me if you've tried any of these products, and if you have, then let me know. And over here are some more of my beauty videos, and I will see you there. Bye!